Again, I've got Christy on with me. One of the great things we did this wonderful National Day of Service. We've been doing this for a long time. You know, my parents taught me about giving. They just made it part of our world, and I grew up with it. So it's all part of our world. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the Bountiful Foundation. The National Day of Service is something that we do all year round. It's not a day. It's not a week. It's we do it all the time. And Christy's on with us, and one of the organizations that we support is the Bountiful Foundation. And so, Josh, I believe we got a video. If you want to pull that up, we're going to show you a cool video, and then we're going to talk briefly about the Bountiful Foundation because there's a lot of need. There's a lot of people that got some crappy cards. Our goal is to teach them how to have a better life. But let's watch this quick video. Wow, Christy, that's pretty amazing. And you work with the Bountiful Foundation uh, I believe, that's located in the Philippines. And you do all kinds of different kinds of projects. This one looks like it's shoes. Tell me the significance of why you're giving away shoes.
One of the problems with children is they have a lot of parasites.
Hmm.
And one of the ways the parasites can get in there is when they go barefoot and eat with their dirty hands. And so our coordinator there, who is also a member of Success and Money Foundation, Ludi and Jessa, they thought of giving this slippers to these children who are often going barefoot.
What was
And
it,
so that helps their nutrition as well.
what was it like watching those kids put the shoes on?
It's just, um, uh, Ludi said, it's just, yeah, it's just so heartwarming. And she felt like crying. And they prayed so hard that the rains would stop because it has been raining for so many days in the Philippines. And they had to get on a boat to get to that island. And yes, the rains did stop, and there was just a drizzle, and they were able to push through with that activity with the children.
Some people got some pretty lousy cards. Guess what? It's the game of life. And some of these kids got some bad cards, but we can fix it for them. One is to help them physically. Number two is to help them to learn the systems of the things that they can do so that they can compete and have a better life. Now, besides the shoes, you guys do other things as well. Tell us about some of the other projects you do.
Oh, we mainly measure the children, their height and weight, and their arm circumference to see who are malnourished, who are underweight, stunted, and wasted, really very malnourished. And then we sign them up and give them supplements every month, nutrient dense supplements like peanut butter, powdered milk, micronutrient powder, and then the we teach the mothers these health lessons so they can become self-reliant. Then we measure the kids every 6 months or more often to see how they are progressing. And we teach them how to stimulate their minds as well, teach the children how to be playing, how the mothers to be playing, to be talking to their children, to be reading to them, so that their minds will be well developed and they can perform well when they go to school, and they'll be productive when they grow up. So that's what we do, want to eliminate malnutrition.
What is it that attracted you to this organization? Because you're pretty passionate about it. Why are you so passionate about this group, Christy?
I just love little children with the perfect love, and when you see their needs not being felt, it just really break it just really breaks my heart. And so we're doing this for the rising generation. They are the future. So we need to feed them well, spiritually, physically, and mentally. Thank you. Thank you for helping us do this. Um,
In Matthew 25:40 talks about helping the least of these. Well, these kids aren't the least. They're the greatest. They were dealt some pretty crappy cards. Us, we weren't dealt those crappy cards. I've got two special needs adult children that got some pretty crappy cards. I understand people getting some crappy cards. And guess what? We play the cards we're dealt. We learn how to win with those cards. And when we do more actions, we go out in the marketplace, we solve bigger problems. You can take the old cards and throw them away and get new cards. You can get a winning hand if you'll simply do the things we need to do. Now, some kids were dealt some pretty lousy cards. We got to teach them how to play. We got to teach them how to play the game of success and money and helping other people. And so that's why this is so important. So this is a big part. You'll notice that when we talk about the 7 steps, step number 3, after you figure out how to make more money, the most important thing is to give it away. That's more important than automatically investing or even spending. It's number 3. Now, most people says, well, I'm going to put it number 7. I'm going to put it at the last. If there's anything left over, I'm going to give it away. That's not the way it works. When you give it away, it multiplies. It's a spiritual law and it's a business law. Now, you don't have to give away money. You can give away time. You can give away energy. You can help other people. You can do something. In fact, money is the easy part. Giving people money and giving organizations money is easy. Going out and doing it is harder. But guess what? When you go do it, it changes your world. It changes your life. That big service project we did, we had 2,000 people participate in it. 15 years ago, we did 2,000 kits. This year, we did 25,000. We just added a 0 to it. Plus, we added eyeglasses and surgical drapes and eye patches. And now we're working on warming blankets. We've got people that are homeless. We've got some warming centers, and we're working on blankets and a place for them to stay through the winter. There's always problems. If you look for them, there's always problems we can go solve. And that's what we do, and that's what you need to do. That's step number 3. So, Christy, in closing, is there any advice or things like that that you would want our students to do that can help them on their journey to have a better life?
um, we don't have to wait until we are rich or
Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of money in order to give. If we can't give now, when we have, just sufficient or just a little, then we won't be able to give when we have a lot of money. So we have to start giving while we are um, trying to get wealthy at the same time.
So you can give your time, you can give your energy, you can give your, um, um, anything that you can bring as a resource. Money is just one of those resources. And so don't think it's just it, don't think you just got to do money. Money's part of that. And money makes a big difference. So for example, as you look at my time of what I've got, it's easier for me to write a check out to the Bountiful Foundation than it is for me than to fly to the Philippines and go find a group. We have boots on the ground. Christy's got boots on the ground. She's already doing stuff. All the eyeglasses that we do, we've got boots on the ground with organizations that are out there doing it. And our job is to go out there and help them so that they can do it and supply them with resources. Christy, you're making a difference. You're making it happen. You're not just sitting around wondering what's happening. You're making a difference. You're making it happen. And guess what? Every one of these lives is just as precious. Every one of these lives is a child of God. They're your brothers and sisters. They have, they're just like you. They got a spirit and a soul. They have fears. They have hurts. They have happiness. They have all kinds of things. They're just like you. You're just like them. Just put yourself in their position. And then you go say, well, how can I go help that person? Thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to be right back with our next section. Thanks for everything, Chris.